This guy. This account, he posts a video every day, opening a danger zone case every day until I get a knife. He's at number 400, guys.
Well, it's unlocked.
Never mind, 2 hours ago, number 401.
It's only like $1,000. Was that $1,000?
He's below average luck right now.
Oh. Sometimes it just happens, you know.
That means he's got to win soon. Isn't that how it works?
Never mind, 2 hours ago, you got 2 purples in a row. He might be winning soon, guys. He's
about to win. He's about to get 2 of them.
Holy shit.
And then he'll be on average.
Phiên bản này nó kỹ thuật á. Phiên bản này nó kỹ thuật á. Họ thì cũng kỹ thuật.
I'm gonna try and watch a little bit before it starts.
9/11.
Where?
Oh.
Bomba.
I feel like I need to heat up the food I'm eating. It's like, you know the Chinese stir fry rice cake? A little bit cold. It's kind of hard, bro. And every rice cake I gotta get an extra food too. Are these containers even microwavable? Or do I just eat plastic for fun? Wait, this container doesn't have those markers. Okay. I'm not gonna gamble on it. I'm just gonna do it later. Yeah, go ahead.
You should try this Lux build. What the fuck? PTA rocket belt.
Oh my god, guys. After 1 year.
It's not 1 year actually. It's been 11 months. Get it right, bozo.
Stream cancelled. 3.26 delayed.
Dear POE stream. Dear POE 1. We are sadly to announce that we are shutting down. Got put
Then we drop mini Pekkas on GGG's office.
True. I'll drop the big Pekka. JJ.
I'll drop a balloon, and a rage potion. That's all I get. That's all I could give.
Man, that's cheap.
Fine, I'll throw in a lava hound too.
What the?
born ready for POE.
That is built to run down your next league game.
Spiders when you react to it. That number might be a fake. Fake or fraud.
Who the fuck is that?
Where he does it's like AI.
Isn't Uber Dan known in the POE community though?
I can really hear you.
What the hell?
No, you.
Yeah.
This guy's trolling.
These guys.
Touch the
Oh shit, you're streaming right now?
Is that streaming the POE?
Will still be playable.
everyone,
Fucking Molten Strike fucking jug is meta again. I'm running it back.
I don't know why I heard you say Vaultin the first time when you said Molten Strike.
Oh, Moban? Eh?
Vaultin, bro. Log in.
Oh, they log in.
Are you bossing me?
Yeah.
No, we're doing hell mode.
Oh hell.
POV day one Molten. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was 1460 on day one Molten.
You had to do it was hard mode entrance, no?
No, I'm pretty sure normal was 1445.
Oh, 45, yeah.
I think Vicus normal was
Vicus was
1460.
60. I still remember the fucking clown saws would be the bane of Z's career.
You cannot do saws.
please don't. Dude, it's not me, guys. You see the way my monitor is set up, right? Like,
No, yeah.
it's like
The new setup in fucking Z's new house is gonna be a breeze.
Yeah. We've got new lighting.
Yeah.
We got natural lighting.
I can see the saws better, so I can run into them better.
Hey, I can spacebar, right?
I was only guessing last time.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I see it, so.
When Bright Emerald comes up, Z will fucking take it over.
Come on, it's not.
Day one raid. This is how we raid Aatrox.
Nah, that's the later end of year one raid.
I clicked
The
on
first raid is
Reddit,
gonna be
I'm
against
blocked on Reddit.
Hecarim.
I look, Aatrox hard mode. Know what to do. Achievement only.
Link achievements.
What the am I blocked? Wait, my IP got blocked on Reddit or something? What?
They found out you're a
It's
pedophile, bro.
What?
They found your bitch ass, bro.
I read the Reddit book, I can't. Why
Yeah,
is that?
Yeah, exposed, bro.
Found your bitch ass.
Alright, Reddit.com. Yeah, what?
Jonathan!
Hi, I'm Jonathan Rogers from Grinding
Oh,
Gear
wait, here.
Games,
Wait, fuck.
and today we're going to
where's
showcase
this
a
Not
new
Chris.
expansion for POE 1. It's certainly been too long since we had one of these.
I got
We had
ads.
some
It's on
struggles
YouTube.
as a
It has to be on
studio for a
YouTube.
little while there. We've got our shit together, and we're back in action
Bro, I got a
now.
5-second ad with
Half
this.
of Exile's Secrets of the
Wait,
Atlas
wait,
is
POE
coming
stream's
out
not on
1 week
YouTube?
from now on the 13th of June. And we're committing right now
It
to
was
a
like not a
4-month cycle
insufferable
for both
okay.
POE
Like, I'll just
1
watch this
and
ran
2.
through YouTube.
That
User ran
means
this
the
stream
next
through
POE
YouTube.
2 League will be in August.
And
I just watched
POE 1
I just
League
watched the
after
base
that
stream
will be
Raw
in
Dog
October.
first.
I don't want to
Push
watch
drops
gas.
are enabled on today's live stream.
Well, I'm trying to watch the stream on
Claim
YouTube.
your
So I
Skull of
don't get
Undeath helmet skin by following the instructions below.
Do you get drops on
The
YouTube?
Skull of Undeath will
No.
track and
No.
show your total number of kills.
Whatever,
deaths,
ads over anyway,
and
let me
your
watch.
PDR.
Oh, there's
Just
a
because
there's a KD.
Yeah, it's a stat track. You get a stat track helmet, bro.
You get the KD.
You get to link it. You get to link it in chat too.
Wait, someone's actually going for like a 2 billion KD or some shit.
Holy shit! 7-digit KD ratio.
You're only welcome to our guild if you have
Shut
a
up.
5,000
To
KD.
truly discover who you are. Trust me. I should know. But now, I seek something more tangible.
Oh, it's a new instance. Zana.
Someone I care for.
No! Pookie Bear!
Reliving memories.
What the fuck?
Made
No, Pookie Bear!
Made grotesque. Made foul.
Whoa!
This one, no way. Wait, they got that from POE 2.
These manifestations must be
That's from POE 2.
Their threads must be eradicated. I must have answers. We must find the originator. We must save my sister.
You angry mechanics.
Cyclone is so bad, guys.
You crafting mechanics. It's an illusion. King's March. It's here.
King
Roof
Snakes! King Snakes! Betrayal
Come,
word.
child. Drink deep the waters of life.
Mercenaries are charges.
Either a client or a target.
Yo, you do get a follower. See? Look at this.
You have to straight up fucking equip them items. I look alright.
Guys. That was hard part, guys. Dodge the lead.
Your sanity is not promised to you here.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts.
1 p.m.
Hi, I'm Mark Roberts, Game Director on Path of
Hey.
Exile.
Fuck out of here, man.
Just
You go back
off
to
of the
work.
trailer, there's a
Get
lot
back
to
to
show you.
Go back to work,
Today,
slave.
we will take you on a deep dive into
This
the
league looks like a
Exile,
banger.
Secrets of the Atlas in-game.
A banger for the fucking harvest table. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Divination double.
Oh yeah.
If they delete the divination crap, Andy, do you quit the game? You quit the game.
I'll still play. I'll just be poor guy.
Hmm.
What do you mean? That means you just pivot to another gambling strategy.
Yeah,
And get
I'll
up
find
there.
another way to go. Just ID stuff. The new bosses look cool. So you can have like what a new NPC with you that you can equip gear to.
Egan. What the
Yeah,
hell?
necromancer with me. It's a better AG.
Oh, we're back.
Working with Egan, you must step through and find Zana, or whatever remains of her. Okay, so that's the story background, but how does this expansion actually work? In the Secrets of the Atlas, the pursuit of Zana with Egon is a new storyline that is introduced in high-tier maps. Upon meeting Egan and discovering the tier, he will then transfer it to your map device and reveal this on your atlas, a thread of memories. In order to now access each map on the thread, you simply need
So
to
it's
talk
like
to Egan when you're ready, and
What's that
you'll open
mechanic with the
areas in
fucking,
sequence.
with like the fucking
These areas can
like
be
the
fully
harvest beast,
influenced by
whatever?
your atlas tree,
Memories,
It's literally
like
memories, bro.
Yeah, it's like
fragments,
memories.
and everything of the sort. As you work your way along the thread, you will discover that these maps have manifested dangerous threats,
New
influenced by the
influence?
memories of Zana herself.
I swear the memories.
Monsters here are
They used
imbued
to
with
look like that
memory
too, like
petals.
little tendrils.
Defeat them to absorb this power, which can be unleashed as a special ability during combat. Different maps on the thread have different abilities, and these abilities appear on an additional mini skill bar next to your regular skills. For example,
Brother, I am playing
Memory of
F3,
Disbelief will
bro.
cause all affected monsters to stop dropping equipment items, meaning they can
Oh,
now
right.
only drop more valuable items, like currency and maps. Memory of Panic
need
will
more
make
keybinds.
all affected monsters revive
more
immediately after death, which means you can get twice as much experience and drops from them. And Memory of Impatience will cause all surrounding enemies to give you their souls, temporarily increasing your power.
I love pre-show.
As you progress further into the thread of memories, the maps can have more than one memory, and thus you can have more than one powerful ability.
ASD.
As you gather memory petals, you can use these powers together. Each skill costs its own amount of memory petals. So using the examples above, you can first use Memory of Impatience to become way more powerful, Then use Memory of Panic to prepare them to revive when they are slain. Then use Memory of Disbelief to cause them to
It's only
drop
just get to
better,
100 subs.
more valuable
What
items.
the hell?
Finally, obliterate them all. The Memory of Panic will kick in, causing them to revive,
What is that?
and then wipe them out again,
Two
allowing you to
chaos,
get
one
all the experience
alteration,
and enhanced drops
Chromie
twice.
Combs.
There are many combinations of these
But these are only in the
powers.
memory
Rarity,
maps,
you want
right?
rarity
Carefully
capping,
consider how they
bro.
best work together.
But like these are only in the memory maps, right?
That's not the only
Yeah.
extra layer of
You can't
content
really
juicing
juice.
these
I mean,
maps
you
offer.
can't juice them, I guess. But
As you defeat the boss
Okay.
of each map along the thread, you are presented with an altar. This altar will apply a modifier to all following maps in the thread,
oh, so like,
and these will
bank
stack
it.
last-
as you go. So the deeper you delve
so like
into
your
a
fucking
memory,
last map will be like
the more
Giga
mods you
Juice.
will have.
Mapcraft supplies is there have no
Combined with the
cost.
special
Yummy.
abilities will allow for
Yummy.
some of the most juice maps ever run in Path of
It's a little bit
Exile.
like memory.
Let's take a look at some of the altar mods.
Okay, so
You
this
are
is a
always
mapping
presented
league.
with two choices and must pick one. This mod, for example, will cause some rare monsters to be possessed by tormented
No, it's the most juice map.
makes cleric modifiers free to craft.
Alright, relax, guys.
Both
Wait, that-
of
that
these
crap is
apply to
ass.
all
Yeah, I'm
subsequent
gonna
maps in the
save
thread.
5
The final map in
Oh, there's
each
actually a
is
boss at
true
the end of the
challenge,
memory.
with all the altar
Cardinal
mods
of
applied to
Fear.
it and guarded
Wait
by
a minute, I know that
powerful
boss. Eh,
Each
Yo,
of
I know
these
this guy.
bosses are familiar,
I know this guy.
but
Yo, hopefully he doesn't phase.
drawn from Zana's memory.
What the fuck? Yo, he's got different mechs, bro.
Yeah.
Chill.
Chill, bro.
And terror.
It's not set pattern, bro. What the fuck?
Cyrus.
In this
Yo,
map,
yo,
the
yo!
pinnacle boss.
Huh?
Sirius.
Wrong area, nigga.
Hey,
This
hey,
Zana's
hey, this guy
memories of him, his enhanced abilities can prove to be a unique challenge. If you manage to defeat Sirius, or one of the other warped memory bosses,
I might actually have to play the league. I can't just gamble.
used to delve deeper into the memory
Just
tears.
gamble. Open portal. Oh,
With
they're
these,
pinnacle
you can
fights.
access a
Okay.
set
Echo
of
of loneliness,
3
trauma,
new pinnacle
reverence.
bosses.
So there's 3 boss. So it's gonna be like 12 fragments to fall. Or
In this
Yeah.
arena, the moment of reverence.
oh, what's the drops? Though? What's the drops?
Memory
What's
of
the
a
drops? I don't care, bro.
Valdo, giving a passionate
Why did
speech
you
Shoot
on
the
not
loot.
have Herald of Ice on?
the Atlas
Shoot
describes
the
the
loot.
memory of a father as a powerful, influential
This
man,
guy's playing Spectral
and
Throw
manifests
with
those emotions
Blade
into
Storm?
a twisted
Yeah,
nightmare.
fuck this guy,
Bleed.
huh?
He's just showcasing Bleed SST.
Huh.
Oh,
Another
I
memory
can't play like
created is the incarnation of neglect
Fuck.
and the incarnation of fear. Good luck,
And these-
exiles.
These bosses probably aren't very hard because this guy's killing him very fast.
If you are brave and strong
I'm
enough to
assuming
defeat
he's at
them,
like
Oh
1, 2,
shit!
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
pinnacle
Hold on,
bosses have new unique items.
What is that unique?
New influence?
What is that?
If you slay the
Starfall.
incarnation
Wait,
of
isn't
fear,
that?
you might
Starfall
be
on
lucky
melee
enough to
crit.
find the Star Caller
well,
unique.
we don't know what
this
Starfall
evening.
is, right?
This is extra.
We're gonna show this one because
pretty
it's
decent.
straight up bad.
What the?
The Star Caller
Yo! What
Wait a minute,
the
guys, I feel like I've seen
to
this
deal
before.
immense damage.
It's Firestorm.
What makes
Blades
it
and
shine,
Blade
however,
Storm.
is that on melee crit, it
Storm,
casts
Firestorm.
Starfall,
Blade Fall? Whatever that fucking shit was
with the
called.
right build.
It's Blade Fall, Blade Bass.
areas and wipe out
Yo,
screens
Squire?
of enemies
BFPV.
as you
Cold?
rain down
Oh.
I'm assuming
elements
this is
upon
cold
them.
damage.
Divination buff.
Another item you may
Yeah,
Wine
find
of the
It's a
Prophet.
random
one is my
gift ball.
favorite is the Wine of the Prophet unique flask. It consumes
What
a
are the
lot of
divination
power,
buffs?
but every time you use it, you draw
Probably
a
find
random
out.
divination card. This card appears above you.
Of course,
and
as usual,
correlates
chat
to a
spamming
powerful
1C.
buff. If you draw the Escape card, you'll gain increased movement speed. Or maybe you'll draw the Doctor, which will cause you to gain the modifiers of slain rares you kill.
What the fuck?
Effectively,
So it's like a headhunter
this
flask.
unique as being many other
but this is
uniques all in one.
Roll, we don't
There
know
are many,
how
many
Yeah,
cards
like-
to draw.
like-
He said there are many,
each
many
with varying
cards.
degrees
Yeah,
of
I mean,
power to grab.
yeah, but like you pop it and then you just get a buff.
Okay.
It's like a headhunter on a
I mean,
flask.
it's a gold flask, so
After
they figure it's just gonna
defeating
use
all three
it.
New pinnacle bosses,
I think it's
you'll
gonna
be
be
able to
oh,
find
I
new
don't know.
memory-influenced Tier 16 maps. These maps come with the previously mentioned special abilities and monsters infused
Leaders
with
in
memory.
memory.
cards
I'm wondering
that can also
how hard these maps are gonna be, though.
Found on Tier
Probably not that
17.
hard.
T17s and T16s, no!
With all these new memory maps comes a new item mechanic. Items in these maps will
Memory
drop with
strands.
Memory strand.
and will have a random
98
amount
strands.
up to
Oh, that sounds goofy as fuck, bro.
This does a few things. When you identify the item, it will
Upgrade
increase
the
the tiers
tiers?
of modifiers your item has. Generally speaking,
Oh no, it's
memory
just
strands
the higher the
get better
strand, the
item will be.
better tier
on
mod
top
you'll
of
get.
this, Whenever you're
Oh, so like the more you roll it, the less it goes. Oh, so it's like okay.
modifiers.
Oh, and then consume strength whenever you
Yeah,
modify.
Yeah, when you
the more you roll it, the
Consume
less.
some memory strands
Well,
to
that's
make
kinda
the
like
So
Hold
the
on.
more memory strands you have, the more
Yeah,
likely you are to
The new
hit good
technical bosses
mods.
also drop new crafting currencies, which can be used to manipulate the amount of memory strands on an item. The Orb of Remembrance will let you add memory strands to any normal equipment. So if you
Oh,
have
okay,
your
so it
base
makes
to craft
crafting a little
and
easier.
it doesn't
Well, a
already
lot
have
easier.
I
memory
don't think
strands,
so. Like,
you can add
like how do
some
you?
for
Like, what if I want like influence mods?
Orb
You
of
know?
Unraveling will consume all remaining
Wait,
memory
what?
strands on an item.
Oh, randomly
to
upgrades.
upgrade its mod
Wait,
tiers.
what? Is it? Wait, that one's OP.
This orb's effectiveness is based on the number of memory strands it consumes.
Modify.
The Orb of Intention can
Or-
be used
or-
on memory
okay.
influence maps to reduce item drops.
I
But
think it seems
improve
alright.
the chance to find items with
Shaper,
memory
yeah, that's me.
strands.
I'm killing the Shaper.
In the process of adding these new currency items, we realized something was missing. The Shaper and the Elder
Are they
did
changing
not
the
have their
fight?
own Exalted Orbs.
No, they just
This has now been
they're
rectified.
just talking about the
Both
orb.
bosses now have Exalted Orbs,
Oh.
which can add their influence.
Oh, look, even he only dropped boots.
Zana was there from the
Yo,
beginning.
why does that guy not have a loot
When the
filter, bro?
Shaper
What the
Pinnacle
fuck?
fight was first added. She helped defeat the Elder, and she was a critical part of the Conqueror's storyline. Now, with all 6 influence
True.
types having their own Exalted Orbs, the cycle is complete. It's almost as if we could now do some sort of new,
Whoa.
epic...
Whoa, what is that, Caesar? Whoa.
Oh, new nodes.
In other news, there of
What's that?
course has to
Oh,
be
probably memory
Atlas
nodes,
passive
right?
tree support.
Okay, the top part is completely different.
Let's
It's
take a
probably
look at a
memory
few
nodes.
things
Yeah, it's
around.
memory
Yeah.
nodes.
Yeah.
To grasp the past notable passive skill.
Dude, this seems like a really good episode.
I'm loving it.
Lucky, that was really good.
It's lucky.
In your memory influence maps to be lucky. This means it will roll the number of memory strands twice, keeping the highest value. By allocating traumatic experience, remembered kindness, or educated upbringing,
Okay,
will decrease the chance of finding memory
these are the
threads
target
that
for the
lead to
pinnacle
specific
bosses.
Meaning you'll have better chances at finding the memory
Dude, show us the
threads
fucking
you would
pinnacle
like
boss
to
uniques, bro.
He showed one. Shut up.
You gotta wait for the website to update. You gotta wait for the website.
He showed 2 actually.
item drops. In sum, the secrets of the Atlas will have you questioning what is real as you attempt to
Just
free
one-shot this
Zana
thing,
from
bro.
warped memories.
Call it a day.
Look at this damage. Look at this damage.
You'll
We're
find
ramping.
new
We're ramping.
Guardian and Pinnacle bosses tormenting her. Find
Oh my
creative
God, we're
unique
ramping.
uniques,
What
combine
is the spectral?
Look, we're ramping. We're ramping.
maps to new heights and craft powerful new items. While we were showing all the juicy rewards from the new in-game system, you might have noticed that a lot of gold was dropping.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Gold was introduced during the Settlers of Kalgur expansion. It funded the development and operations of King's March, along with various new features such as the currency exchange,
Yeah.
the black market, and the passive respec system with Faustus.
Honestly, only those things.
Those features offered by Faustus will be here to stay,
Thank God.
along with some of the other services King's March has to offer. We'll get more
So
into
wait,
that
so
later.
King's March is just gonna be fully completed for
King's
you
March
now.
has already been completed.
Oh, you don't have to upgrade it
Yeah,
anymore.
No
Upgrade it,
more
let's
town
go.
halls.
Let's go.
And you don't have to do it for a
Gold will be
third
used for town
time.
services, but we're also adding a new way to use it in the upcoming league. It's time to talk about Mercenaries of Trathus.
The
In this
followers.
league, you will meet
Wait, so is
veterans
this the
who
league
travel
mechanic,
all the way
technically?
from the lawless
this is the
cities of
league.
Trathus.
Yeah, this is
They're ready
yeah.
to offer their
Yeah,
sinister
the memory of the Atlas is like
services,
actually in
but
the
not for
game
free.
now.
You will encounter these
What the
mercenaries
fuck?
as you
Goofy
journey
ass
through
nigga.
Rayclast.
That's you, nigga. What do you mean?
They
That
have
looks
their
like
own
an that looks like an 18-year-old character.
builds, skills.
They all look like
and
AQ
items
World
already
characters, bro.
equipped. After meeting them, as per the Trathan code, they will challenge you to a duel.
Why does this bow?
Only
Why does
one.
this fucking bow character do no damage, bro?
Before beginning
You
the
can
duel,
take his
you will be
items.
offered an overview of the
Dude, this is like
mercenaries.
POE 2. They actually take inspiration from
Here, you
POE
can see the
2.
gear they have equipped, the skills they
In
employ.
POE 2, if you kill a rogue
and
exile,
What the fuck is Molten Well?
you take all their loot.
What the fuck
You
is
must now
Molten
make a
Well?
choice. You can hire their services
So you
Take
can
one of
either
their
hire them to
items.
help you,
or exile them.
take their shit.
This is for
If you choose to hire them, for a gold cost, they will accompany you as a skilled combatant to assist you in fighting monsters throughout.
Wow, Rayclast.
Once you've decided, you can begin the duel.
This guy does no
An
damage.
opportunity to test them.
Who made this bow build, bro?
You drop your ballista, bro. You
Drop your
feel
ballista,
fine.
bro.
They
He has
also
ass mark instead of sniper's mark. Oh my god.
What items might they be using? Generally
it's weighted
speaking,
gear.
mercenary
Earthquake
gear is
of
more
winter.
powerful than what you'd normally find from defeating monsters.
I think those are
They've been
POE2
crafting
skills.
Their items too.
Yeah, it looks like.
They
That's
can
an
also
alt
come equipped
skill.
with unique items.
The Spectral Shield Throw of
For the
Trarthus.
skills they are using. There are
See all
even
their
some
gems?
new unique items.
that can only be obtained from
Score
defeating.
flux.
Look at that
One such
gems.
unique
Gem
is
has, like,
Scorn
2
Flux.
Increase the cast speed off
These
Arcane
boots
Surge.
combine agility with the
His
master
cast speed is
of the
move
arcane.
speed.
With speed.
While equipped, increases
Archmage
the
buffs.
cast from arcane
So these are pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Wouldn't the teleporting winter skill be really good?
20% inherently from arcane surge, up from 10.
Bloody
A TP, the ice TP skill.
Clutches of the Damned.
This allows
Seismic
for some speedy
Crush.
spellcasters. Sometimes you may meet particularly infamous Trathan mercenaries, bearing the name of their house. These mercenaries descend from the 4 major death trade families in Trathus.
So it's just
They are
hard
less common
Oh.
and have far better items. And
It's
they
just
are
Giga
also the sole
mercenaries.
source of
These are,
items with
like,
new
actually these
infamous
items.
modifiers.
That was a good
Infamous
deal.
mods.
These
Oh.
gloves, which
It's like
convert
underground
all
mods,
your
but now we have
minions' fire
infamous
damage
mods.
to chaos damage.
Oh,
This
Oh,
helmet
Nearby take
causes
per 2
nearby
fortification on
enemies
you.
to
Wow,
take
that's
more
really
damage
good.
That's 10
and
right
more
there.
Fortification. If you're not swayed by any of their equipped
What
gear,
the fuck?
however,
Who's fighting this?
Why does he have a greater lightning arrow,
Wait,
Brett?
this is actually good for axe because like it
if
gives you
lose the
sockets and
duel,
like
don't
it's
worry.
actually not bad.
You don't need to give them an item.
Yeah, you got kill. Yo, the venom.
Oh, oh,
Down to Ray Cluster.
Broski.
So,
brother.
Did it take the Venom Gyre, like, look?
Well, not really.
You got shit on.
No.
while playing in a party,
Looks different.
each player can decide
Make it
whether or not they
Cobra
want to
Lash, bro.
participate in combat
Oh,
against
Cobra Lash. Oh, that's why. I thought it was Venom
each
Gyre.
player that opts in.
Still not dropping
The
ballistas.
mercenary gets more difficult.
Why does he never
But
want
if
to
they're
use his-
defeated, each player has a 50%
He's trying to show you how strong he built it. He doesn't need
which
it.
is usually currency
clear
items from the
skill could
mercenaries.
wipe out
Oh my.
Okay.
Bro, he just took your loot.
Alternatively, party members that opt out
Spectator, you are. No, the reminder, you're like, yo, what the hell?
or
It's a divine.
for your demise, so they can
Yeah,
become
yeah.
an allocated divine
Oh.
waiting off screen.
Dead. Good.
Yoink!
Let's say you won the duel, like their items, and have decided to hire them. What combat skills do they bring to the table? Each mercenary has an archetype.
Trigger slam.
This mercenary is an eruptor, which perfectly couples with my slower, more
Oh, my, the
auto-focused.
screen's shaking.
Oh my god.
This mercenary is highly aggressive, and will get a lot of benefit from the auras and buffs I provided.
Holy shit.
Auras
Another
are
minion for the
buffy.
summoner
The
build.
more aggressive character myself, though,
Oh.
I want a mercenary with a bit more resilience and utility. I've just run into a striker
Let's go.
who can spawn with
I'm
vigilance.
telling you, it's just a better AG.
And if you're lucky, a very rare
I
gold.
feel like I would never
Also
actually
have
hire
an
them.
AG
Gilded
that
though.
buffs
Gilded
like
fortification.
His vigilant strike.
I feel like
Yo,
you would
free
never
fortify.
actually-
Your boy gives you fortify, bro.
He will
I feel
also
like you wouldn't actually hire them, though.
taunting enemies off of me and operating.
I feel like you'd want to kill them like 90% of the time, no?
Yeah, or skip them.
If you have an
Sometimes when you
okay
fight a
build, but you have
mercenary,
a build,
you may
I mean, it
alright?
depends on what their
skills
like
they're using
what their
are different
skills
from
are.
normal.
Like,
If
that
you have a
guy's-
really bad build, then you actually need
This
that help.
sniper is using a Trathan version of Siege Ballista. If you're lucky, you will be able to select it as your reward when challenging them.
Sheesh, you
Defeat
do get
them,
them.
and they'll
Oh, you
drop
do
the
get the old
Trathan gem
gem.
as promised. You can only have one mercenary accompanying you at a time, but up to 3 total in your service. The other 2
Other two will wait
occasionally
patiently in town.
Having varied
Lead
options
caster.
is useful, as there may be situations where you need specific backup, like a difficult boss fight.
Eh, I'm gonna build
Any
him a
of your
single
mercenaries you have active, or
Yeah,
gear.
items of your
target.
choice.
Wait,
Yo,
no,
you
wait,
can make your own
So you
Orobot,
want to
bro.
be looking
Yeah, you
out
can
for
make your own
yourself
Orobot.
and more powerful
Well, no, like, there's no
mercenaries
gems
to advance
included.
through the campaign and end.
Yeah, you just need
Yeah,
to
no,
snipe.
that-
You just
you
need to
just wait
snipe.
for
You
it.
just
Yeah.
need to snipe someone with the good
Mercenary falls in
gems.
combat.
You just snipe them with
You
a
can
different
roll
or
for
something,
and
though.
spend some gold on healing support.
Like, this is
Yeah,
a
you know,
mechanic
I'm
that you're
doing-
snaking, bro. He's about to clear the map for you,
Then
bro.
perhaps
Nah,
Yeah,
dude,
give him,
nah,
give him a
some upgrades.
1K.
If you
He's a
Nah, bro.
six-link volcanic fissure, bro.
You
He's
will-
just
you
gonna
will-
clear the map
I
for you.
just wanted to
Alright, we're fucking no.
mercenaries do
Fucking, I'm about to hire a fucking
lose their
flyweight runner.
equipment when defeated.
Thanks, my nigga.
If your merc buddy consistently fails you, you can just
Get the fuck
dismiss
outta
them
here.
and find a new.
Bro, what the fuck? You're
You
fired.
trash. You trash.
You're fired, little
Ignore
bro.
my shit back. Nah, you guys.
Dalton over there.
Oh, he just pulled out. He said, "Fuck you, nigga."
Earlier,
would you not,
I mentioned
like,
you could exile
at least
mercenaries.
start just pick up.
If you keep running into a mercenary
ranger
archetype and you
with
think,
a bow,
man,
and then he
this
could
guy
just help
stinks,
you
the gear is
blast
trash
through
and they have no auras, you can then choose to exile them. If you win the duel,
What does exiling
New
do?
SST, new SST gem.
and you won't encounter that archetype again for a while.
Oh, so you exile them, you just don't see them for a
alongside
while.
these new Trathan arrivals, we shouldn't forget about the recent Kalguran ones too. As we mentioned earlier, the Settlers update introduced gold-based respeccing of passive points.
Oh, what the fuck? Bestel
Now
gambles?
do so by talking to a number of NPCs throughout Rayclast, starting with Bestel and Lionized Watch. Black market item gambling, previously just available in Kingsmarch,
It's just quality of life,
is now
right?
available in
Because
each
it's still
town.
available.
Back to, you don't have to go back to Faustus.
Yeah, it's
This
still
lets you
available
buy
at King
randomly
March.
generated item bases for gold. Very useful if you're stuck
That's
for
cool.
upgrades or searching for a specific unique. The currency exchange will be returning to
Yeah, nobody did removing
starting
this.
from Lionized Watch in Act 6, you'll be able to find Faustus, who can help facilitate these trades. Now, after almost a year of building, Johan is finally satisfied with the upgrades made to the town, and now its services can be used to their full effect.
Thank
Kingsmarch
God,
is
bro.
going
Holy
cool,
fuck.
but there will be no more town building. As you
Okay,
start
still
running
same
maps in
thing.
the endgame, you'll start to find different ore veins, which Kalguran workers can mine for you. The shipping mechanic
Dude, they should
invites you
add
to send these ores
fucking.
Now you don't have to hire employees anymore?
from Kalguran ports.
No, you
no,
can't
you
get
can't.
everybody.
Rewards in kind.
Yeah, but like they should fucking.
By sending shipments, you
Fucking add
receive
like
different
Southern
items.
nose on the tree.
But by sending to Karui ports, you will also receive tattoos, which can be used on your passive tree to change what stats they grant.
Yes, we know what tattoos do, man.
The Kalguran
And I'm
ports
guessing
will
they changed
send you back
runesmithing to-
grafts, which is
to
a
the
new
passive stuff
tree
instead of on the
mechanic that
weapon.
replaces the runesmithing
Yeah,
service
seems like it.
previously offered by the town.
Yeah, replaces a
These
mastery
are similar to
passive.
tattoos, but instead
Here's
of
a
replacing stat
mastery.
nodes,
That's kind of
they
bad.
replace the
Oh.
passive tree mastery.
Oh, that's a huge trade-off.
For
20%
example,
bonus gain.
Graft of the Bound reduces.
I mean, that's not
bonuses
bad
gained
if you have like a
from
really
gloves,
juice
but
fucking.
increases
I
bonuses
don't
gained
know.
from gloves.
Fucking
If
get
you
the
have
shit
a
out of here, bro.
six-foot
Get the shit out of
glove,
here,
you have a
bro.
Life to full.
20% reaching low life to recover to full life.
Get the shit out of here, bro. What the fuck is this,
Which
bro?
has a chance for your cooldown skills to
The glove one's not bad. Like if you have like
which I will note
I don't know,
includes cooldowns
like temple
on your
mod
trees.
gloves.
Just in case you wanted to trigger even
Is
more
this a catch I could build? What the
There
heck?
are
That's
many
true.
other
That's sad.
crafts
Wait, that's huge,
with a
actually.
wide range of different builds.
Wait,
and
40% global defense.
Some
What?
more common
Oh, that's really strong.
and rarer.
That would have to be a rare one.
Only use one of a given
10%
type at a
reduced
time,
attribute. That's nothing,
but you
bro.
can use
What?
them on
A lot
any
of these are
mastery
not
on your passive
that
tree,
strong.
which can be
gold
particularly
defense one
useful
seems really
for
good.
off-class investment. Isla has continued to
Oh.
make modifications to the Recombinator.
Oh no, please.
She has developed a new method of
Oh,
recombination
no.
you may recognize from Path of Exile 2.
No!
Familiar.
Recomp is
Which
kill.
modifies
bro.
the two
Recomp is
input items you want to try
kill.
merge together, and it has a success chance you can
Yeah,
see.
the
No.
method.
This method results in the
LOL.
items being destroyed.
So you can select what it is, but it
You
doesn't
can
show up.
select it, but the
It's
higher tier it
ass.
is, the least chance it has. It's
Yes.
really it's cool, really random
Recombinating
because
mechanic was very powerful for
like the
targeting
chances will be like
T1,
5%.
T1.
Someone just
Yeah.
spammed an Al Kaiser emo.
By letting fate decide, it will combine the two items randomly. There is no risk of destroying either item, but it will be
That's
less
crazy.
repeatable.
Wow. Beautiful.
Hey, look, I
This is
just
now a core mechanic.
they actually added
We've
seller
also
nodes.
added Atlas passive tree support. For example, if you wanted to gather more Verisium ore, you could take this notable. Each ore has a similar node.
Bruh.
Refiner's Bargain converts items dropped by possessed monsters into thaumaturgic dust, sulfite into random ores, and life force into random crops.
I don't know if I like that.
We've also added a set of Kalguran scarabs, so you can add more ore
That
deposits,
is ass.
increase
Excuse
the
me,
rarity of
what?
monsters that guard ore
Wait.
deposits to at least magic,
Salted bar is pretty good.
or gather smelted bars from ore you mark instead of ores.
Because that means you're.
To sum it all up, Kingsmarch
Gee, those
is now a
scarabs fucking
thriving
suck,
town
though. Oh my
where you can
God.
employ a swath of workers to collect
you
resources,
just have to
refine
waste, like,
ores,
10, 20 points every
craft
every
items,
Atlas tree now.
and run maps
Right,
for you.
I mean, Well, you don't
Send
have
troops
to
to
fucking to
exchange
settlers.
tattoos
Like
and
you don't have to do
road
shipments and like
using
all
those
that.
to modify your passive
Okay,
tree.
like, let's say
still use
you're
it for
doing
what it is.
the things on top you probably will
Following
have,
on
right?
from that,
For the
we've also
military
made a
stuff.
substantial rework to another important
Well, I don't know.
mechanic.
Depends. I mean, like I didn't take Necropolis nodes
As
when
a
I played
refresher,
Necropolis.
and to explain to new players,
But most
let's
people
briefly
did.
explain what
Well,
betrayal
that's
is.
There's a
actually I was in
high
the
chance of
I
dropping the-
was in the
Betrayal is a
I was in
mechanic
the Shapers
introduced
role.
in
I didn't take
Exile
anything.
and tells the story of
Yeah, I don't think this guy counts, bro.
and the investigation of the Immortal Syndicate. This is a mysterious group of exiles who can seemingly come back from death. You must help Jun to uncover their leader, the Syndicate Mastermind.
Dude, they're actually running it down so
Syndicate
the
is
Syndicate
organized
works.
into 4
How Betrayal works.
Transportation, fortification,
Betrayal help.
research,
There's a betrayal
and
help.
intervention.
You see that button?
As you encounter the Immortal Syndicate members, you'll gain intelligence for each of these divisions to discover the location of their leaders,
They're just
tracking
explaining
them to their safe
betrayal.
houses. Defeating the division leaders at their safe houses will reward you with
Yeah,
intelligence
yeah.
on the Syndicate Mastermind. In your journey to track down the Syndicate,
Oh no! So what's the new thing?
manipulate the members of the Immortal
Well, they're
Syndicate
not. It's
to
not. It's
change
nothing new. I think it's just quality of
form
life.
friendships
Like
and rivalries.
they're actually straight up explaining Syndicate right or Betrayal right now.
and even banish them from the Syndicate for a time.
I don't do this mech anyways.
Historically,
Facts,
after
I just
encountering
unveiled call
and
it a day.
defeating the Syndicate Mastermind, the state of the Immortal Syndicate would reset, requiring you to start from the beginning of the investigation again.
Oh, you're gonna keep order?
Oh, resetting the board. Yeah.
Decision for players and can often feel bad. Do you fight the Mastermind for a chance at the special loot, or
Holy
keep
shit!
farming the
Is it
safe
time?
houses
Is
that
it
you
time
spent
for
so
Omega
long setting up?
Omega Gravisius
Well,
trains?
In the Secrets of the Atlas
What's it on
expansion,
Portal 2?
we've split out the Mastermind
what?
to be completely separate
Syndicate
from the core
medallion.
mechanic.
You can buy
This
Katarinas.
is now accessible
Holy
for a new
Andy, this is
fragment
all you,
that
bro.
has a chance to drop from the safe
I'm
house
not
level.
gamble. I'm gonna go.
Wait, so even
Dude.
better.
The Mastermind
If I don't
no
do this
longer
mech, it's
resets the
fine,
state of the
dude.
Immortal
Wait, so fighting Katarina? Why would you ever want to fight Katarina?
You can now build your betrayal
But I can
board
just
to your
find her
liking,
through the fucking safe houses.
optimize it, do Mastermind
Wait,
fights.
this is huge for
and
the.
reap
Wait, this is
rewards
actually
without
really
having
big.
to lose
Betrayal.
all your
Wow.
progress
For the
every
betrayal
time.
people, so they can
Wait,
set up boards. So they can set up boards and
Yeah.
just sell the
Boss fight
Katarina.
itself is
Yeah, it doesn't have to
Wait, this is
reset it.
wait, Betrayal's
Now it's
actually like
significantly fewer
a viable
immunity
money
factors
strat.
and new
You just sell your
rewards.
Katarinas.
What do you mean? It's always been viable. I will not.
Sure.
I will not
Always
go for
been
the
viable.
standard, bro.
Exile 1.
That is
Don't
not.
worry
Nah,
about
that's just
fucking
dog shit, bro.
This content is optional, and you
He's
can
still not putting down his
and
bullets.
engage with it
So
at your
every
own
time, look at
pace.
this guy, single target with the only clear skill, bro.
The Mastermind
Yeah, with
still
with
has
a with a
chance to
fucking
drop
5-link
Veil,
ballista just refusing to
now
be put down,
renamed to Veil
or 6.
Sensible.
Yeah.
Veil
Veil
allows
Sensible
you to
is
re-engage
back.
other safe
It's
house
back.
members.
Dude, they drop
In
all
addition,
flames. Oh my
the
god.
Mastermind now drops the new All Flame Embers. All Flame Embers are
Dude, they got all
monsters
flames
Okay,
back.
that replace monster packs and
Okay, so there's gonna be some juice.
different types of
There's gonna be some juice.
Where's meat sack
geez.
have
now?
unusual properties, compositions,
Alright,
or
guys,
rewards.
only mapping builds.
For example, you might use the All Flame Ember of Kulamak, which replaces.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be a juice. It's gonna be a juicer.
Revive after the map boss has been
Steven
slain.
the Sheep, bro.
This might at first sound
Some of them's gonna get
What
20
is
mirrors.
this DPS, brother?
Oh shit, Ballista! Look, they instantly died.
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, maybe he's using a Trathan like
many different types.
alt quality.
Oh no, you sacrifice the scarab
Your
slot.
existing modifiers in
Yeah,
new and
they said
No,
it's
it's not
not
that good.
Yeah, it's a fragment.
Another good example
Never mind, it's not as good as I thought it'd be.
propagation.
Oh,
When slain, special rare monsters add
Wait, this might be
All
OP.
Flame here will spread their modifiers to other rare monsters in the map. This can be useful when trying to create singular, very powerful, and
Beat
very
sucks.
rewarding monsters. Something akin to meat.
Yeah, that might be
Oh,
OP
we
actually for the Magic 5 people.
Yeah, well, what if it keeps stacking and then you can't kill him at the end? Guys, I need a
Another
cola.
is
I need
the
a
All
cola,
Flame Ember
please.
of Resplendence. which
It's basically the discard gamble.
When you slay them, you get buff stacks
I'm
of
gonna go
increased
on
quantity and
TNT.
rarity to enhance the drops of all other monsters. All Flame Embers can be placed in your map device like scarabs, and used in
limit of two.
conjunction with scarabs to further customize your maps. We're looking
I don't think
forward
it's
to seeing
limited,
which
'cause he's just putting it
combinations
into the
players
example,
find
no?
to enhance their
No, it
maps.
says
limit of
literally
two.
says
It literally says limit two.
Scarabs,
Oh,
all flames,
bot.
shit, I didn't even
maybe
see
mix
it.
and match. It's up to you.
Okay. So you could
The
just think of it
Mastermind's
as
unique
extra
items have
scarab.
also
It's just scarabs, yeah.
I just-
The veiled modifiers generated on these items are now
That
from
are
a
only from
custom
Katarina,
pool
though.
exclusive to those uniques.
I'm telling you, Katarina is gonna. Okay, people are gonna farm
Specific
Katarina.
outcomes.
Yeah, it might be a
Such
Oh, that means
Yeah,
Veiled.
yeah.
That means Veiled Orb should go down in price.
Whoa.
It's easier.
from improved-
Whoa, wait. Yeah. You have 3 minutes. I mean, a fucking minute 30 to
We've
do
done a
this.
pass on the
Yo, you actually have
crafting
Bible
Start
talismans?
gambling. Start gambling.
You actually have Bible
How
talismans,
this
bro?
I can actually read.
Well, it's simple.
This is what Talisman League should be.
90 seconds, bro. Like, oh my god.
There's a limited amount of time, and your only objective
Dude.
is to craft the best item possible.
See, like, it's, I'm a dummy. I don't know how to do betrayal board, bro.
Specific items on hand. And
There's a ton of Reddit guys, man. They're like,
How much you go watch Cute Dog's video, huh, buddy?
most of the crafting sprees now offer pre-generated items.
You should get a red map.
Much more powerful.
Oh shit, if you fucking chance the beachhead.
Oh wait,
Look at a few examples.
keep going.
In this, a randomly generated amulet or ring will be wasted.
No Exile, let's go. This is the vision.
Test
Yo,
the
yo,
crafting
yo,
or luck.
Yo, in the middle,
Crafting
stick
spree.
You missed it, bro. Missed it. Yo, this is a GG item right here. Missed it.
Can't
Boom.
get a miss and not miss it, bro.
Oh. What, unique?
And in this spree, you will find a pre-generated unique
What?
item and a new kind of orb that resembles.
what do you do? Oh, it just corrupts. Oh, okay. Well,
Wait,
okay.
it's a...
Normally, you can only corrupt an
You keep
item
corrupting.
once, but unique
It's a
items can be corrupted
What?
and recorrupted.
A
as
multi-baller.
they are orbs.
Cool.
Three
Well, you gotta get the right.
It's random though.
And
It's a
has
random
much lower
unique in there
chance
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, but that
you
ra-
gotta
yeah,
get
but
the
like-
good
It can be a very
That
useful
raises,
tool
like, the
for
bar
seeing
for, like,
specific
these, like,
corrupted
bigger
implicit
uniques.
outcomes.
Oh,
So
wait.
if you push your
these uniques
luck,
are like-
you can still ruin
This guy thought you can't
Ultimate uniques, bro. I don't know.
You can't
I don't know
push
how
it.
often you're gonna snipe a T1 unique in there, but it's bad.
I mean, not even T1 though. Like, imagine, like, what's a good T3 unique? I don't know.
This one allows you to bring your own normal rarity item.
I'm not doing this shit, bro. I'm good, bro.
With a whole ton of scouring orbs and orbs of chance.
I'm not doing this shit.
Ideal unique.
Look at this shit! Six, dude. Imagine you get this shit.
Syndicate member increases the amount of currency provided.
Easy.
That's a guarantee 6. Like, you literally can't fuck it
and the
up.
time allowed to craft your item.
Oh my dude, betrayal is so
there are other new
pumped, bro.
options
What
too.
is this?
Proceeds to fuck it up.
For currency,
As the
how about you try opening
I mean, I'm not gonna do betrayal, but like, the people that do know how to do betrayal.
Like the Emperor's Luck divination.
You probably learn it.
Provide full
Orichi
stacks
gives
of
a full
currency.
stack of orbs
If you're
now.
lucky enough, unlike me,
Mirror.
the whole lot
This
of
game
currency.
sucks.
Bro.
Why don't they at least manipulate it so like these trailers look like a little more car, you know?
Of life
Shut up,
improvements in this
retard.
expansion.
Dude, he clicked 3 chests and got like
All of the
1
crafting
worth
bench
items.
options normally granted by unveiling.
Oh, so it is based on the map. Dude, what's multi-ball?
Hey, bro, keep scrolling down
Hey,
the
not
menu.
chatting map, not chatting map. Horde.
Wait, what is brand?
They are instead found at the entrances to boss rooms and
It's
in-game
just,
maps.
it's just the brand craft.
On top of that,
What was the brand
you
craft?
no longer need to speak to Jun to unveil items. You can just right-click them, or the equivalent on gamepad, and select which veiled modifier you want to unveil.
It's like attachment.
Overall, Betrayal is now much more
I think it
streamlined
was
and more rewarding.
brand recall
Happy
CD.
interrogations.
You know what? I'm gonna try to learn and do betrayal. I know the basics.
Shut up, noob. Only real Gravicius rotators can do it.
Editions. Let's quickly talk about.
If you weren't here before the changing, you don't deserve
We
it.
will be doing our regular character balance changes, where we are bringing outliers in line to help evolve the
Yeah,
character.
like this lightning
We're
strike.
also focusing our attention on buffing some specific
Fuck is this?
things. This includes
What is this?
spellcasting supports that specifically
Winter
use
Orb
spellcasting builds,
Per second spent
spells.
channeling.
adding new options to the
Winter
gun.
Orb.
Saboteur buff,
Random.
please.
Elementalist,
Wait, that's what we
Saboteur,
know.
Hey, what other
Champion Ascendant.
what others do know?
Technos fire random direction.
Include some favorites from some of the alternate classes
Blade
like
Blast.
Freesia,
Blade Blast.
Oh.
buffing a whole bunch of transfigured gems that
BFDB is back!
This
Wait, last on
the
loading.
new in-game
I thought loading was
crafting,
already
improved betrayal
just
crafting
niche.
options, rune graphs,
Yeah, it was the Arcanist brand build.
Yeah.
pinnacle unique items, new modifiers and Trathan gems from the mercenaries, and of course the mercenaries themselves to act as an extension to your character.
Not bad.
It's safe to
Okay,
say there's
okay, you know what?
New
Nature's
game,
healing.
new
COE1 is
game.
boss.
think about.
New map.
Instead of delving into all of these in more detail, we figured we'd just let you absorb them through the
got
patch
rework
notes,
leagues.
so you
Oh,
can do it at
the
your
quality
own
life.
pace.
Here we go.
In the
Is there
Secrets
more-
of the
is there
Atlas
more that they
expansion,
need?
we've
Like,
also
what are
added a lot of the quality
Probably.
of life features that we know you've all been asking for.
Hey, can I press A?
Oh, no,
to
he's
move?
done
A
it.
lot of these have already been posted,
Can I
but
get a
let's
pet
take a
that
look now in
loops-
case you
loops
missed
my
any.
scroll? Wisdom, please?
You can now pause the game at any
Well,
time.
well, no,
to escape
he's just going over the ones that already been
Those are
announced.
actually pretty useful.
benefits,
I thought
like
we
the
were gonna
passive
do
tree.
some more.
You'll also be paused if any lag is detected.
Oh yeah, you don't
You
lose
don't
XP. You don't lose XP in boss fights. Now it's kind of insane.
Arenas, a debuff will be applied to you that prevents you from.
Oh, that's like okay, so not Shaper, so I'm still losing XP.
We're
No,
also making a
Shaper's
change
an arena
to how
boss.
you use
Oh,
currency
you
items
don't
in
lose
strong
XP.
boxes and monsters
Oh.
imprisoned in essences. Based on the currency in your inventory and the state of the strong box,
This is
these
nice.
buttons will appear. Valuable
I don't think I've ever rolled strong boxes, so
excluded
meh.
from this
This is
as it
rare. You
would
have to
often be
do
wasteful
strat.
to use in this context.
Oh yeah, you have to be doing
The
strong.
same
I've only ever read that of this, not
Russian
this.
currency.
Oh, and this too.
Rules of
Oh
Horizon
my
have been
god.
updated. They can now reroll your health,
David, keep it in your,
Conqueror,
David,
Guardian.
keep it in your pants.
Oh my
Doing so will
god.
reroll the base map and the Guardian of
And it's all over the screen.
The map device
Oh
now
my
has a
God.
small additional inventory. This is particularly useful if you're rolling many maps to run in sequence.
Free
Can they
20
just
slot.
expand? Can they just expand the
Wait,
map
you know what they're
like
missing?
that?
You know what they're missing? That little bar on the
During
bottom
breach
needs to have a
encounters,
text
all
one,
the
so I can
splinters
put
will
the
be
red X in
automatically
there.
collected and dropped at the end of the breach.
On gamepad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, guys.
On
Who's playing on
gamepads,
gamepad?
we have separated the targeting of
What's even a
monsters
gamepad?
and non-monsters.
A controller.
Able to
Controller.
target them
Controller.
independently.
Oh, they call it gamepad or
This
something?
removes a bunch of frustration when you are trying to interact
I've never
with
heard
objects
someone
in
call
the
it a
world
gamepad.
and monsters are nearby.
Well, no, you did.
You no longer have to kill all of them first.
Is there a Q&A after this?
Vendor windows will now
Yeah,
remember
should
your
be.
last serve.
Okay.
It's what
Oh,
Ziggy.
that's,
This is remember
it does look pretty nice QRL. You don't have to
on a
retype
per
it.
NPC basis.
No, I'm asking because I fucking joined late and I wanted to leave it there so I could get the drop.
When using currency items, after right-clicking them, it will
Yeah,
highlight
bro, I
all
need
of
to
the
look at my
items which
KDA.
you can use.
It's gonna look horrendous. I'm gonna die.
There
Oh, yeah, definitely, bro.
So keep an eye on the patch notes after this live stream concludes.
Oh, okay, whatever. Now this is part of the whatever now.
Hosting a competitive event where players will race to be the
There's
first
always a
of
race.
the new pinnacle bosses.
Did you see some ridiculous times that people were pulling, bro, for fucking campaign and like boss runs?
Bro, did you see Jung run? He got a 4-hour fucking Exile Eater run?
Yeah, I think M Exile got a fucking 1 hour 50 campaign run, bro. Like what?
Prizes are. Next up, we're going to be talking about.
Oh,
a
fuck, I
new
didn't even
league
look.
supporter
The
pack.
fucking lead mechanic got shown
Today,
right at the
We're
beginning.
launching 2 new series of supporter packs.
Yeah. Oh, you missed
Yeah, and then I joined at like fucking
Each
like
tier
8
contains
minutes
the pack's full
ago.
face value
The league mechanic. The league mechanic is okay.
That's his ass.
As always, the
It's
monster
okay.
selections in these packs are purely cosmetic and do not affect your character's power or progression.
I'm just reading stuff.
Supporter packs contains 6 exclusive
It's-
micro-
Loot them or take their stuff.
The Frisian Magistrate character effect will bind your character with thorny vines and roses. You can select which parts of the character you want to have covered. Either your entire body, your lower body, or your upper
That's
body.
enough watch.
Wait, is that league
Which
reward?
will emit leaves and
Or is that a supporter pack?
Oh, support.
Oh, I don't care. I want to look at league
create a burst
rewards.
around you. Invest your weapon in thorny vines and golden flora with the Frisian Magistrate weapon.
Next weekend is gonna be crazy.
Also create a trail to match as you swing, and even comes with its own hit effect when slaying enemies. You are the law while wearing the armor of the powerful Frisian Grand
I
Magistrate.
am Groot.
The Spider Blossom pet activates its defense mechanism, disguising it as an elegant flower when near rare or unique enemies. The Frisian Imperial Magistrate back attachment comes in 2 forms.
I think that's just like a
Equip
pet.
either the Tombstone variant, which will leave tombstones in your honor when you meet your demise, or equip the Cape variant to cause the corpses of slain enemies to become enveloped in rose thorn vines and blossom with golden flowers. Keep track of how well, or poorly, your ultimatums with the Trial Master have gone with the Trials of Chaos hideout declaration.
You gotta be one
It
of
will
those
keep track
Chinese
of the
guys
total
who,
number of waves completed,
Yeah.
the total number of ultimatums succeeded, or even failed. On top of that, it will track the total number of times you've defeated the Trial Master himself.
Yeah, so we can know a ratio.
The Crypt Keeper
how
Pack
rare it is.
series also contains...
Oh, this map device looks nice.
Library
Crypt
show.
Keeper finisher effect, death itself will tear through into the realm of the living and steal the soul of slain unique enemies. The
Oh my
Crypt
God,
Keeper
Portal is
effect
insane.
creates a
Get Elder
gateway
grabbed,
for
little bro.
souls to pass through.
This portal's nice.
Holy fuck.
Nah, get that top skelly bro out of here.
Become
Yeah, get the
I-
fuck out
I-
of here.
I didn't feel bad.
Wearing the hallowed Crypt Keeper
Oh,
armor.
what
That,
the
and then
fuck?
he's wearing
It comes
a
with a
fucking
more
white
armored
axe
helmet
looking at-
variant
Hey,
and a
come
crumpled
on, bro.
mask with a
It's part of the drip, bro.
What the
Looking
fuck
to
is the
have some
mini
fun
game?
during idle time in your hideout?
What the fuck is this? Is this whack-a-mole?
To the action speed. As you try to
You already know someone's about to split their ass off on this shit.
Yo, there's a leaderboard.
It also comes with
Bro, Cute Dog's about to fucking gamble with this shit, bro.
your friends,
Anything for the content, bro.
Equip yourself with the ghostly dead as you ride the line between the living and the dead with the
You walk
sacred
around
Crypt
with
Keeper
the
back attachment.
Wait, how does it look? Is it like a flimsy cape or a cool flowing one?
Resembles a magical
alright, buddy.
works of scholars that come
I
to
like
life
this.
from
I like this map device.
This map device
Yeah,
It's so big, bro. I don't like big map devices. It's so little that
It also tracks
packs are now available
the
for
league
purchase on
mechanics.
both PC
It's
and
half my
console,
hideout, bro.
and will remain so during Path of Exile, Mercenaries of
I should
Triumph.
probably also have my bank account. Holy fuck.
Additionally, any microtransactions
I
from
could buy a
this
CS
will
knife
be
with
made
that, so
available
fucking buddy,
for
bro.
use in Path of Exile 2. Meanwhile, the Paladin and Penance packs leave the store forever at the launch of the Mercenaries of Trathus League. So now's your last chance to purchase them.
Damn, Katawa got MTX
Additionally,
now.
the Dawn of the Hunt mystery box will be made available for Path of Exile 1. If you have already unlocked any microtransactions from this box in Path of Exile 2, you will of course immediately have access to them in Path of Exile 1.
Alright, that's
Thank you
it.
so much for your ongoing support. We're just about
How do you even
to
like
start
abuse the
Q&A
memory
with
strand
ZDD.
items? Because like
Afterwards,
they
we'll
start
post the
from
full
like
patch
a
notes
normal
for Path
item,
of
right?
Exile,
So like how do you even
Secrets
make it
of
a
the
good item?
Atlas. With release at the end of next week,
I think you want to like
we'll be posting crucial
snipe you want to use as little memories as possible while crafting your item,
information you'll
and
need
then
for
you
the
use that
release.
orb that upgrades a
Keep an eye on
mod
the
like at
news.
the final step.
Thanks
I
for
feel like it's
joining
only
us
good for
today and
influence
checking out our
items.
latest developments. We're looking forward
But
to
you can't drop
Stream is
influence.
effing, bro.
But I'm pretty sure you can't drop influence strand items, right? You have to apply memory strand onto influence, but you can't
dueling
drop
mercenaries, fighting new pinnacle
influence
bosses in the
memory
endgame,
items.
and exploring the new crafting systems.
Yeah,
and
there's an orb that randomizes the memory
I'm
thread.
looking at
shortly, so
YouTube.
please get your questions ready.
It randomizes your memory, the amount of memory threads you have in an item on a normal.
Okay, so you would slam an influence item to have memory strand, and then you keep rerolling till you have a lot of memory, and then you craft off of that.
Yeah, they craft up with that. Yeah, you'll like on average lose less because you have memory threads that like influence you to get better mods.
Well, it's not better. It's high tier mods. No, not better mods. Because like you still get like dog shit like mana, but like it would be tier 1 mana.
So it's higher.
Yeah, it's just better tier.
Welcome
I don't
back,
think it's, like,
Exiles,
better
to
mod,
another
because like the game doesn't even know what better mod
very
is.
large Q&A covering
Alright, I'm going to quit stream,
all
man.
that we
Fuck
have to
this
cover
shit.
for Secrets of the Atlas. I am, of course, joined by
I don't
Jonathan.
give a fuck. I'm gonna have this shit on mute, bro. I'm gonna just farm drops.
Exactly. And put on my second monitor.
Minutes even counted, bro. Like it doesn't even say.
Yeah, mine's not even counting.
The how much?
Thanks for chatting with us once again.
Always great to
GG.
Yeah, cheers.
You just give it to everyone, GG. Come on now.
Oh, never mind. It is counting. I just have to refresh.
Of I think pressure.
It's
Got
only
22%.
It's been a long
22%.
What else is
since
stopping?
we've had a big
45 hours.
Path of Exile 1 expansion.
Sure,
and,
for sure.
Yeah, it's literally just
this
the
really
helmet,
feel
I
like you've been
think.
able to deliver.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh,
honestly,
it's just, wait,
I'm
is this the fucking KD helmet or just
like it
a
isn't a,
KD helmet.
Yeah, it's
like,
KD helmet.
You know, it isn't a full year of
Gotta call much, guys.
That's like
Oh, Zana.
definitely gonna be some crazy shit that people are gonna do with Off Flames and like the new memory juice
development,
maps.
because, you know,
Like,
obviously
there's
people
actually
do
gonna be some
shop
crazy
things,
shit
but the
there.
main thing is we're kind of back in action now. You know, we've worked out the model for how.
Hopefully, there's actually a good unique item that the bosses
stuff.
drop.
And ultimately, what it requires
I mean,
is
that Starfall item looks
merging the teams back
okay.
together, kind of having everything so that like like everyone's able to work on.
Depends on the numbers of Starfall.
Like maybe if you put Squire, you actually make it like a fucking like
Oh, they just brought the fucking POE 2 Pinnacle boss to
like if
fucking.
you actually make it a pseudo 7 link. That's not even a pseudo 7 link, just straight up a 7 link.
Yeah, but that shit better have good
Bro,
numbers.
it's so laggy. What the fuck?
And you
My ads aren't even loading.
And so, you know, that effectively means that merge sort of approach is definitely way better. And so
Still
now
have
we've
the
kind of
good
got that, and like, you know, now that we're back to sort of fixing deadlines again and everything like that, I think it will just like go a lot smoother and like, you know, I'm pretty happy with like, you know, effectively
Starfall is, bro.
Technical difficulties.
Starforge?
Bruh.
It's funny how they have.
Oh shit! Wait, what is that?
They have a panel just for the technical difficulties.
Oh, we get to keep King's March.
Yeah, it's all
March is saying you don't need to upgrade the town.
However, the fucking recalming is now like recalming's dead pretty much.
Yeah, recalming is dead. Runes instead replace a mastery with whatever the rune does.
Yeah, runes are way weaker now.
No more weapon runes. To be fair, they are fucking stupid strong. So
yeah. +1 to all. That's not bad. Some of these runes, yeah.
That recalming shit is so bad. My God.
The runes, some of them look mid as fuck. They're definitely not as strong.
Hey, you're not eligible to get the skull. Yippee! Claim now.
At least this makes crafting more profitable when the fucking recalming is like borderline dead.
No, dude. How will the LSers get their 5/6 mod chest piece?
True. How will everyone get their fucking 6T1 evasion fucking...
No!
Evasion
My 3K evasion 800 ES chest piece!
JJ. Oh, I got the helmet. There we go. I'm out of here.
Bro, the Reddit thing was...
Is there a website?
Yeah,
click here to learn more. Here we go.
Now we will need to see patch notes on what fucking...
Nerf?
Wednesday?
What got nerfed?
Wait, did they already show nerf boss and nerfs?
No.
I get it.
They only show that like during the gem update and patch notes.
Yeah, I feel like they only show like a couple days after before.
Harness new powers.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, that's the memory.
We also got it.
These threads are going to be so OP for juicing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, probably.
That's for sure.
It's gonna be just for one map though. That's gonna have everything.
I mean, it's along your like memory path.
Yeah, but like each map will upgrade the memory power or whatever. So your
final map in each thread is a true challenge. Okay, it's the boss. Reap the reward.
No shot. The fucking stream died, bruh.
Yeah.
Bro, my drop.
I got my drop. I'm out of here.
I got my drop.
Bro, my drop.
You were at the start, bro. Look, it's 47.
Oh,
if you were here at the beginning of the stream, you would have got it.
Oh, there's two new uniques in the website. It's rings.
Yeah,
there's a ring that has damage penetrates fire res equal to your overcapped fire res.
Gain no armor from equipped body armor, but armor from equipped shield is double. That shit has.
That's for SST, no?
Wait, that's actually insane.
Or the other shield skill.
Wait, but
shield crush.
Shield crush.
Does that apply? But like, yeah, but does that apply before or after?
Pretty sure it's after.
Well, that's actually a lot. Cause you, it just straight up double, right? So you basically
straight up doubles it.
Damage.
Dude, this.
I mean, SST people use vigilance, right? Emperor's vigilance.
Yeah.
Wait, what if you use this fucking?
There's a weird one where they also
fire ring.
Armor.
Wait, you fucking like what if you use this fire ring with fucking lore weave?
Oh.
Wait, would that be gas or what?
Overcap.
I don't think so. I think chieftains won't have a problem overcoming the reduced fire res fucking like negative because they get so much already.
It's also a vermilion ring. That's pretty good. So 55% reduced.
That's 50 strength as well. It's 50 strength.
A lot of reduced fire res, bro. Holy fuck.
Yeah, but like chieftains have no problem getting like that much fire res, you know?
They were already overcapped.
Yeah, but are they that overcapped?
Hell yeah.
I don't play one, so
it's 55% reduced fire res. Yeah, that's reduced, bro.
Reduce.
I think getting 200 fire res on a chieftain is not very hard.
I guess, yeah.
Lore weave.
Oh, there you go. You see the fucking little dudes. They got a little table. They got a menu. You can drink the shit.
Yeah, I didn't know that these memory orbs are gonna be worth so much and like gonna be worth so much in bulk too.
Yeah.
You can Faustus trade that bitch too.
Crafting that shit.
Yeah, because this orb says it consumes all your memory strands to attempt to upgrade it. So people are gonna be rolling this shit out.
Yeah, you literally just want to keep as memory strands as possible for your fight, like your upgrade step, so that like you have a better chance of it.
Yeah. This Exile shit's fucking hella lame. I'm not gonna lie. There's another
it's
unique.
Just, you get the new gems. That's what I'm gonna use it for.
Non-instant.
Yeah, the new gems. Someone's gonna cook with the new gems.
Non-instant war cries you use have no cooldowns.
Oh yeah, there's a new shield. Is it? Is this a shield? No.
Oh, there's also I guess there's also new mods for these items, right? So
skill used for your trap and chain and 2 additional. What the fuck?
Like, there's no downside to literally bringing the fucking mercenaries in.
Yeah.
You can literally just bring them for either debuffing purposes or buffing purposes.
Just treat it as a fucking specter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one of these things they show off has blasphemy and feeble. He just enfeebles everyone.
You can blasphemy, enfeeble. Look, some of these.
This guy's aspect of the spider.
Grace haste, like that's just free aura. For
Yeah,
no?
I want to.
This is the free damage.
I'm pretty sure curses is gonna override your curses, right? So it's kind of bad.
Yeah, but like free auras.
Like this guy's aspect of the spider. That means that guy's straight up perma taking 15% crit damage.
Yeah, that one seems good. But I also wonder how squishy they are. Like if I bring this fucking mercenary to fucking Uber Shaper, like is it just gonna fall over and die?
Well, just equip him with better gear, bro.
Dude, you have 5 million worth of item. He has 5 million worth of item. He got
bro, I'm 1 HP, bro. I'm Z.
Have you seen the guys using AG builds just watching them fucking just fall attack, bro?
I'm Z.
That guy go crazy.
What if you build him Z? Give yourself a penance brand guy, and then he goes in there and you give him the 1-shot penance brand. With light up
CDR.
DPS, bro.
Skills used by your traps and mines chain 2 additional times.
I'm gonna make a fucking discharge, bro.
Storm Call of Rarithis. Oh, they made it. It's a dot Storm Call.
Yeah.
I know what Storm Call is.
But it does fizz damage.
Base fizz damage per second. Base duration is 2 seconds. Base secondary duration is 5 seconds.
Hopefully there's more insane mods.
Oh, leaves behind a pool of boiling blood.
Fizz damage. How would you skill that?
Same way as fucking the other like what are they called? Exang and Reap.
The trail rework is so insane though. I think that was gonna be like the money maker right there.
Spectral Shield Thrower or Trappist.
All Flames, Katarinas, Veiled Chaos, and Veiled Exalt. Like what?
Oh, scales armor evasion.
What?
Fires 23 projectiles. That's so weird. You throw out a shield that's like a turret that spins around, shooting projectile in a circle. Until
buff War Cries, buff Explosive Trap. GG.
Nah, lick my balls. Oh, it's an armor set for the challenges. Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Wait, did they already show you the challenge rewards?
No,
just look down from where the Trothis armament part.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. The helmet's really good. I don't like the pants.
I don't like the shoulders. That's about it though.
I feel like I only like the helmet.
A little pointy. I like the gloves.
Yeah. No, I don't like the eye thing poking out of it. Like, what the fuck is that, bro?
Oh.
I see it. A fall skill.
Oh, wait. These rules they show are insane.
On hit. On hit.
You get a what is that fucking? You get an astral projector. You get Volsoul.
Marked. Nova spell cast at a marked target instead of around you, if possible. Marked target.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, bro.
How can you auto mark people?
Mark on hit.
Dude, unless they both mark on hit to work on spells. That shit is a melee fucking thing, bro.
I need the best patrol video possible, bro. Because I feel like half the time these people explain it, like I don't know what they're saying.
And then we have. I mean, you can have multiple of these, right? Is there someone gonna just put in 10 of these Vol Souls per second? So he gets
that's what I'm saying.
And then just spam. Is Vol Spark back?
Well, the thing is that it's
Vol Spark might be back.
Well, the thing is that it's per mastery, right? So
yeah, you have to grab 10 mastery.
You have to grab
but you can just grab useless ass masteries and just fucking put them in there.
Yeah,
well, you can't just grab useless masteries, right? Because you need to spec into the wheel.
No, like let's say you're a life character. And you have 3 life wheels, but only one of the life masteries you're only gonna really take. So you can just allocate 2 of them, and it's basically free.
You spent one skill point for
You're not like specking 2 a new wheel to grab it.
Yeah.
He's grabbing a useless mastery and just replacing it.
I feel like most masteries in this game are pretty important, especially all the damage ones.
Yeah,
but I'm saying, how many wheels do you have that you don't have a mastery allocated, but you have the wheel allocated?
Like fucking like if you're one of those, if you're like on the point of a life.
Check my POB actually. I'm gonna check like some random POBs I have to see how many fucking like masteries that. Well, on Trickster you obviously take every mastery, but
because that's still gonna apply, right? Hopefully the Trickster node for the mastery thing still gonna apply, right? It still counts as a mastery.
I mean, yeah, you still allocating the mastery.
Yeah. Oh, betrayal rework.
Yeah, betrayal rework is gonna be insane.
It's gonna be farming that shit. I wonder how much these all flames are gonna be.
Probably a lot.
Depends, honestly.
Like, some of them are not that great, right?
Depends on their drop rate too.
Juice is juice, bro. People are gonna figure out some shit.
Yeah, but you also dropping the scare for it.
That's everything.
Matter. Just hoard them and sell them to Faustus.
Scares are dog shit though. Like ever since the rework, they're so bad.
Did they actually have any scarab thingies?
They have settler scarabs.
Like rework on scarabs. I don't.
Nope.
No, right? Okay. Now, what if it's just in the patch notes, guys? I'm gonna tell you, just 5 scarab are getting reworked.
I think my main betrayal confusion is how do you get this nigga to show up at this spot or move this nigga to that spot?
Lucky.
Oh, you just have to keep running, and the reason why people want red lines is so you can move them around. You have more chances of moving them around if they're connected to red people.
Because they're gonna, I hate this guy, kill him.
But if you just want them to show up, it's literally just RNG.
Yeah, you just gotta run it.
No,
like if you're at the beginning spot of the betrayal board and you want a specific person to show up, you just have to RNG.
Because I'm pretty sure like the best people right now are Gravicius, right, for the div card stack.
Yeah, it's Gravicius, and then fuck, I don't remember the second one. Whatever, it's just Gravicius on transportation.
Taurus probably not bad. XP, Jeb XP is always valuable at the start of the league.
People also just take a.
It is like memories.
What was that fucking guy that drops fucking legacy uniques on the left? I don't remember.
Chimera?
Yeah, Chimera. But yeah, the most important one is just Gravicius on the left, and then I think only 1 or 2 people on the second to the left, and then everyone else on the right.
Yeah, because they're useless, right? Because you don't care about them.
Yeah, you don't want to inflate. You don't want to inflate the pool of the left side, and since you're basically almost always dodging transportation, you want the other people to show up with rivalries.
Wait, so if you have the most people on once, isn't it still random what mechanic shows up? Like transportation, fucking fortification. Isn't that still random?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the annoying part. You just gotta keep running until you.
So there's a chance that you lose those.
You get rivalries so that because rivalries have a chance of whoever they're connected to show up in that encounter, regardless of what the encounter is.
Oh, really? Okay.
They just hate them.
That's why you want the red so bad, because it increases the chance of correct connections and for them to just show up.
And therefore, you get safe house XP for them, right?
I mean, safe house XP doesn't matter because you have scarabs for that. You do just want them to show up and rank up, because when you do the safe house, they D-rank.
These guys are whatever. Juice with memories, with skills, with scarabs.
There's a guy who made a betrayal guide. I don't remember who he was. Oh, Simply Business, this guy.
Oh my god, this guy's bored as a fucking. So he has. Dude, what? I'm watching this Simply Business guy. So does he have literally 10 people in fucking intervention?
Yes, it doesn't matter who. You just want them on the right side. the only people you want on the left is Gravisi's Cambria, and like 2 people in the second to the left.
So
and
why do you
everyone else on the right?
Okay, so like, why do you want left and right like action though? Like, why?
Because you don't want to inflate the pool for the left side, because they're the good stuff.
But if 10 people were in research, like would that be, like is that also the same as 10 people in intervention?
Yes, it's the same shit. You just do not want them on the left.
That we're working on. Like yesterday, I moved some people onto that quickly
because the rewards on the left are absolute dog shit.
Move them back.
But yes, Torah on
fortification. It's like pretty hyperactive.
What the fuck does that give?
Like, but honestly, that's kind of how our leadership started.
The Torah research is XP. I know that.
Also, developing 0 to 1 at the same time is kind of proof that it's possible. You know, like to make sure that we can actually support both games at the same time.
I mean,
with the level of support we need.
A lot of the trails actually are really good.
Even that were made by the, you know, like we're getting
fortification.
It's like we can kind of manage it. So
yeah, it's on fortification.
I do feel like this is a positive.
Just of quality gems.
There's definitely a bit of wavering there.
That's it.
I went from a 1 game.
Is he an explanation why?
One thing to note, and this is you say about the bosses going up and the characters, you know, saying this, like that is also because we are, you know, it is very, very, very useful in the same sense that certain game features get taken from one game to another. Like we see a lot of the quality of life stuff come to PoE 1. Those bosses are, you know, animated or rigs from PoE 2 that we have like fully remodeled and reskinned. So you get to reuse that entire animation set. Sure, you got to tweak some stuff, but then like you can have one animation be 8 different skills if you.
This guy asked, how long does it take you to get that set up on League Start? It's like 30 to 40 hours.
My
God.
We're actually harvesting a lot of materials back.
Because it's literally just RNG.
And this is how we're going to be able to
30
get
to
even
40
more
hours,
even
bro.
more
That's
monsters,
like
even more of that
that's at the end of the league.
Time. So
it's in ways where players can't tell though. Like it's really quite
you wouldn't. Some people might be able to see. Oh, wait, I feel like I've seen that before, maybe, but you'd have to.
Okay, I think it doesn't matter who's on the certification. They're literally just
the allure of it.
They're literally just fodder to fill up the safe house ASAP, so that you get transportations in every encounter.
To be able to harvest all that.
But like, what if I want like?
And so you could look at it as like, oh, that PoE 2 art is going on PoE 2. It's
dog shit.
like all of that. I'm just constantly going. I'm going to take that. You know,
like Genex is pretty good money early on. You could like make 20 gems, wallet, sell it for 20.
Yeah,
that's good money.
So hopefully it's more of a positive thing. But I think to wrap it up, I think what it all really comes down to is people just want to know that they can feel confident that Path of Exile 1 has a future where you guys love it and giving it the attention that it deserves.
The next year is going to be the year of Path of Exile, 100%, right? I mean, we're talking, what, every 4 months, both games? It's every 2 months, 6 releases?
6 releases a year.
Wild.
6 releases a year, that's going to be
If you guys can pull that off for a year, that's going to be wild. I'm looking forward to it. But, I mean, and to allay people's concerns, I guess, in that regard, is you were telling me that this expansion is like, this is part of a multi-season story arc that you're saying.
100%. Like with obviously you there's a whole bunch I can rant about here, but effectively, yeah. Obviously, you see Zana coming back. I know, spoiler, sorry, but it kind of was important.
Yep.
You know, you got Zana coming back, and you've got you know. It's an additive storyline for now, and that was kind of on purpose because I wanted the end game to be still familiar. I wanted people, after coming back after almost a year, to still have the core of the end game be familiar, but have this additive layer on top that's cool and new and they can explore. And I didn't want to like completely rework all the mechanics, and they come people are like, I want PoE 1, finally a PoE 1 expansion. They come back and they're like, the hell is this end game? This isn't what I remember. This isn't what I was familiar with. So it was really important with this update to have a layer of familiarity across the board, and then like improved and reworked things and removing, you know, obviously with Betrayal, we've removed a lot of the constraints and annoyance and all of that, but it's still mostly just additive stuff on top. Same with the end game. The League is obviously additive, the Mercenaries. So having that there, so there's that core Path of Exile 1 familiarity was important for this one. But yes, it is like part 1 of a new arc of the end game storyline. Zana's back. We've got a whole new thing to explore. I'm not going to spoil too much of what exactly happens, but there's some cool shit in there. But effectively, it's like a way to think about it is we're now kind of going to we're going to, over obviously a relatively long time, have the era of the primordials kind of phase out and have the era of this new endgame phase in. And so, yeah, it's kind of set up for, right now it's an additive one. Maybe the next endgame one would be a bit more transformative, and then we'll go from there and just explore through this new storyline. So that'd be fun.
I can tell you're excited for like the future of PoE 1, which is this is a good shift, I think. And you were saying you've even got like a good idea that for 326 that you really want
327, yes.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
the
next one. Next one.
I do, yes. So like another thing with like this expansion, right, is like it's quite content heavy. When you do an in-game expansion in a league, it's a lot of content.
Yeah.
So like, you know, you have some things have to take priority, other things have to take less priority, and so like the character stuff where we've done, you know, a decent chunk of character balance and the new systems interact with all of that. You know, there's clearly ones like, I know Settlers had like just the Giga Melee rebalance and rework, and it changed like 1,000 systems in drastic ways and all of that. But again, I wanted this time more familiarity, and then 327, we're going to go just ballistic on the characters and do as much as we possibly can to like, you know, amp that up and, I don't know, maybe fully revamp wand builds and create a whole new thing there. And now we have to because I said that. But, you know, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, obviously you have ones that are more content-centric, ones that are more character balance-centric, and different focuses like that. So this one, content, in-game. We wanted our core players who have been playing for 10 years, the ones that are really looking for POE, who are like mostly playing in the end game, to really have that like expansion and new boss fights. And
that was a discussion we had yesterday, actually, was this idea that you don't necessarily have to worry about new player onboarding as much for Path of Exile 1 now. But that's more the focus for POE 2.
I would definitely say that, yeah, for POE 1, it's like it's now very easy to just say, you know what, like if this isn't new player friendly, it's okay. Like we're making a game for the experienced POE 1 players, so like we can just go ham with all that stuff.
Yeah, you can kind of go nuts with
you
it.
know, like if you're a new player, then POE 2 is obviously going to be more appealing, you know, like I'd imagine they're more likely to want to go there. But of course, POE 1's still, you know, like it's still a, like we're not going to throw that away completely, but it's like certainly in terms of the focus of the content, like a lot more sort of in-game stuff, you know, the pinnacles obviously and things like that. Like this is stuff that appeals to someone who actually is able to get to that content. So you know, yeah. Of course, you've still got the leagues. You know, the mercenaries. I think you initially, when we first told you about it, you seemed a little bit like, oh yeah, I don't know how big that's going to be. But then when you actually played it, it's like, you know, it's quite a thing.
Yes, it was beyond what I expected playing it.
Right.
Because I brought up a concern after watching the reveals that I felt like there was a bit of a gap, some disparity in kind of what you revealed once I got the sense of like what was Secrets of Atlas versus Mercenaries of Trathis. I had some concerns. I was like, okay, so the Mercenaries thing seems like really awesome, and that kind of is like, by the time you get to endgame, you've kind of started to explore a lot of that. And, you know, there's still more progression beyond that, but that's like, it's not necessarily like a ton of new content for that mechanic beyond that. And then you've got this new Secrets of the Atlas system, which starts at tier 14. It's very endgame pinnacle content focus. So I'm like, it feels like there's kind of a gap there between tier 1 and 14. But you mentioned yesterday after that discussion that maybe you've changed it.
I initially was like, you know, people are coming back after a long time. They're going to come back, and yeah, some people have been playing, but like the majority of people haven't, and they're going to come back, get to that end game, and be like, all right, let's get my footing back, refigure things out. Obviously, Settlers is there, but I understand a lot of people have experienced that in the last year, so that's not going to feel too new, but there's a little bit going on there. You've obviously got Betrayal, and then yes, we have our whole like certain scarabs up, certain scarabs down kind of balance, which I will note, by the way, only a portion of which will be in the initial set of patch notes. We'll have more scarab changes coming soon.
Patch note expansions to be announced.
People who, ideally our POE 1 players know by now, we get a little bit feral and we just go to the end. We go till Friday of the release date for our balance changes, so not everything is there, but a lot of it is. You know, there's all those changes, and I thought, yeah, it's all good. What we'll do is aim for the people who really want new Pinnacle fights. Like, when we added the tier 17s, they were a bridge between Pinnacle and Uber Pinnacles. So they weren't even the kind of highest tier of difficulty in the game. And you could argue these aren't either because they're Pinnacles, but they are a step above the existing Pinnacles. They are a bit harder. That being said, of course, just to clarify, there is a quest version of them where it is you get to tier 14s and you will find them deterministically and get through all three of them. Just for the narrative, you get to explore all that. They're easier balance. And then you get into farm mode where you get the true rewards and the true, you know, difficulty test. But yeah, as you pointed out, I thought that'd be all right. And then you did raise your like, but what about between tier 1 and 14? It's not going to feel very new. And it was like,
yeah, where's the content?
Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, we made some changes, of course, and as much as now in the live stream it says we're introducing it at high tier maps, that is where the story is introduced, so to speak. But we're now adding a bunch of trickled stuff beforehand, all the way from like tier 3 maps, where you're now you're finding those memory influence maps, or the influenced by the originator, as it said. You're getting the memory strand items, which are actually very useful for actually finding good item drops and crafting as you're going through the in game, and so you're getting that all the way through. And then, yeah, once you get to the higher tier maps is when you get into the actual pinnacle storyline with the new 3 pinnacle bosses. So yeah, I mean, look, straight up, it was just like what we thought was good oversight, but like, this is always what happens. I think even Jonathan mentioned earlier, is like often, when we have these podcasts and interviews, it's just like half the time we end up discussing stuff that we're then going to go and change the day after or the day of, and that's exactly what
I feel like
end
something
up
always
doing.
comes out of the Q&A. You usually do some sort of live development during these, which I love.
mean, there's so much that like to not and happening so rapidly and coming together very much, all together at the end. It's impossible to really have your eye on everything and not miss like some things. And even we always often miss things, and then it goes live, and then we address it then as well, and stuff like that, right? It's just like very, very, very crazy. But again, that's I kind of think that's the magic to it, and what allows us to do so much in so little time. But it is also the thing as well that's going to result in the 6 expansions coming in the next year for the combined games. So
so now like the state of it looks like veteran players are going to be exploring the mercenaries as they're leveling up. They're going to be going into the end game and kitting out, trying to find their ideal mercenaries, gearing them up, swapping them around, starting to interact with memory packs of enemies that drop memory influenced maps, that drop memory influenced items that they can craft, which I'm excited about that as like a progression, that crafting system with the boosted craft. And that was, you mentioned like a way of kind of getting the tiering system into Path of Exile 1.
The initial idea there was like, how can we get the tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5 item drops from POE 2 system into POE 1? And it was like, well, why don't we just do it in the new endgame system? And then we're like, well, we can have more granularity. It can go all the way from 1 to 100. There's not really much point not. And so you're finding better items. Like every time you pick up these items, it could have a set of full tier 1 modifiers. So that was the initial goal. And then, it was like, well, may as well, like the crafting orbs can just consume it as well. Now it's worth getting into that specifically. The basic crafting orbs all consume it. And right now, like, we don't have fossils and harvest and stuff do it, but it is our intention to implement that. But it's a bit scary. There's some OP there for sure, but I really like all those systems interacting and interweaving.
Please.
Now, what we're finding right now is that you actually do that crafting first, then you consume the memory strands for like the final exalts and final applications. And that is something that is happening internally, and you're getting some pretty insane outcomes there to guarantee like a T1 mod on your final exalts and stuff like that. But if we were to do it the other way around, you'd probably end up having it be very much using all those systems. So before we turn that on, obviously we're going to review every single thing and make sure we're definitely happy with everything, because it is a very complicated web of craziness. But
Actually, that was a question I was wanting to ask, was like, how do you even make new crafting systems for PoE1 at this point? Like with all the various intricate, do you just kind of like make it and
you just
cross
have
your
to,
fingers?
you just have to effectively just take the chance and just come up with what you can do, because if you worried about literally everything, you'd never make anything. So you have to on some level.
But it's the same with uniques. It's the same with new character systems. There's so many variables that you kind of just like, here's a thing.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, exactly.
That's kind of broken. Great.
It's fun though. It's just fun.
So you've got this progression system now, which sounds phenomenal. That sounds like a really nice improvement to just to like, while we're exploring the various changes you've done to things like the massive overhaul to Betrayal, for example, and like the new Scarabs, those new systems, the integration of like the previous content that's gone core. And then you get to tier 14, and then it's like new story kicks in with the Secrets of the Atlas, the memory system, and that uses the kind of like the idea of those memory threads.
Yeah, we had what was memories before.
Yeah.
So that was like, there was Alva's memory and all of that, and they had kind of different things. You couldn't juice them, but some of them gave pretty specific